Paige and welcome to Vlogmas Day 9. Today's video is going to be a full face of drugstore makeup, but not just any drugstore makeup. We have a ton of new drugstore products to try out today and I am so excited. If you guys haven't seen Vlogmas Day 8, I will link it down below in the description box. I did a drugstore makeup haul of all of this stuff and there's also a giveaway in that video, so make sure you guys go check it out, enter the giveaway, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for my intro. We're doing a bun second day in a row. I pretty much live in buns except for when I'm filming. Like, I pretty much always do my hair when I'm filming, but like I wanted to just give my hair a little break from the heat just because I've been filming every single day. So yeah, I thought we would do a fun little bun once again. Also, I'm obsessed with this shirt. I got it from Target. I got it in this color and like a light lavender color, and I'm obsessed. It's like a long sleeved, like sort of like sweatshirt type shirt, but it's definitely a shirt. So anyway, we're dealing with lots of acne today, so that's great. We'll definitely be putting some of these products to the test. So if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. For once, I'm actually not going to be using my blinged brushes in a video. I have some other new brushes that I've been really wanting to try out, so that's what I'm going to be using today. I have the Lunar Beauty brush set from Manny MUA's brand, and then I also ordered the Laura Lee Los Angeles brush set. So we've got this super cute makeup bag, and then the brushes are in here. My brushes, my bling brushes, are currently so dirty that I just like, I can't do my makeup until I clean them, so that will be happening tomorrow. Like, I know I always say that, but like actually it will be happening tomorrow. I might include it as part of Vlogmas, I don't know, we'll see. Just so you guys can like see how I clean my brushes, because I get so many questions on that. But yeah, I did get my second Laura Lee Nudie number 2 palette. I actually placed 2 orders, so this will be in a future giveaway, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss that. That'll be coming up in the next couple days. So to start things off, we're gonna go in with, oops, some primer. There are like 4 things that are not new, but like 95% of the products that I'm using today are new. And this is the e.l.f. Matte Oil Control Primer, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this product before, but it looked really good and it sounded really good, and the packaging was so cute. It really just like drew me in, and it like matches my shirt. Look at how cute that is. So let's see, I did see that there's tea tree in here, and if it smells like tea tree, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I don't smell anything. This is what it looks like. It's just like a clear, it just looks like a silicone kind of primer. Oh boy, she's slippery. Okay, so it definitely smells of tea tree oil, but it's not nearly as overpowering as whatever other primer I tried from them. I can't remember what that was. It was in like a cylinder bottle, and I think it was light pink or something, white and light pink. That one, that was a no-go for me. I feel like it was like a poreless one. Watch this be like the same exact thing, and they just like repackaged it and like re-advertised it as something else. But I don't know, it doesn't smell as strong. I don't really like these kinds of primers though, because they feel so oily, even though it's like an oil control primer. Doesn't really make sense to me, but already not off to a great start, unfortunately. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just like, it's just not my preference. I just don't like those clear silicone type primers typically. For foundation, we're going in with one of my favorites. So this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Now, I assumed that this was it, but they actually sell like a separate concealer. So we're gonna be trying both of these out today. I already know I love this product. I'm probably gonna end up mixing the shades 03 Light Beige and 00 BB Nude, because one of them is way too light for me and one of them is way too dark for me. I am using my sponge from my collab with Bling Brushes. I did a sponge trio along with the brush set. This is the flat side brush. Ooh, that shade looks so good. Okay, this is good. So if you guys are interested in checking out my brushes or the sponge set, those are always linked down below in the description box. And of course, you can use code PAIGE for 10% off. Here's what the foundation looks like. As you can see, it has very good coverage, and I just love the finish of it. It has a gorgeous natural finish, and you can build it up to be like super full coverage, or you can just get like a regular full coverage like I have now. I do have some pretty crazy breakouts so that you can still kind of see through, so Just something to note, but I absolutely love that foundation. It is so good. For concealer, I already mentioned I'm going in with this one here, also from Milani. I got the concealer in the shade 110 Nude Ivory. I wanted to pick a lighter shade because I like a brightening concealer. I'm guessing this is probably also full coverage. I really like the color, so let's see how it blends out. Wow, this coverage is insane. That looks so good. I may have found my new favorite concealer. I know I'm like speaking too soon, but I don't know. I have very strong feelings about this already. There we have it all blended out. It is so brightening and full coverage, and I'm obsessed. I'm gonna go ahead and set it with some powder. I don't have a new powder to try out today, but I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have this in the shade 05. I actually have this in 2 shades. I think I prefer this one. I honestly can't remember, so I'm just gonna take my sponge and dip into the product, and we're gonna start by setting my under eye area. I saw that e.l.f. is coming out with some new products again. I think it's like a mascara and some kind of complexion product, like a foundation or BB cream or tinted moisturizer or something, and I definitely want to try those out. I'm gonna have to place another order on the e.l.f. website, but I actually think Trend Mood is doing an e.l.f. box, like an e.l.f. Trend Mood box, so if she does that, I'm definitely going to try to get my hands on that box because I would love to try all of the products. So Manny's set is an eye brush set, so we're not gonna find a powder brush there. And then here are the Laura brushes. There's like maybe a couple of powder type brushes, but I'm looking for something like big and fluffy. So I guess I am gonna end up using the F1 from the Rose Gold set. And I'm just going to tap into a little bit more of that powder and just use it to set the rest of my face as I knock off the bake that we've got going on. Okay, so side note, I would say if you're using the Maybelline Fit Me powder to set your face, be careful of where you place your bake, because I feel like you can see the excess powder still sitting on my skin. Even though I can't see it in person, I can see it on camera, and this powder is definitely maybe like a little bit too light, just like a teeny tiny bit, so I feel like I look very washed out and pale at the moment. But we are going to go in with bronzer. I have 2 bronzers to try. We have the True Match Lumi bronzer from L'Oreal, and then we have the Maybelline City bronzer. I think I'm going to try the Maybelline one today, and then I'll try the L'Oreal one in another video. I'm so interested in this product. I don't know why. I've never seen it before, so I thought we could go ahead and give it a go. I have this in the shade 200, which is the middle shade. I just want to say I am so excited for this brush because I've been using this flat top brush to blend in my stick foundation, which I've been obsessed with recently. And this one is from Morphe. It's the Y6, which they don't make this anymore. And Laura Lee is actually the one who like made me want this brush. And it looks like she came out with a flat top brush herself, so I'm excited to try this out with my foundation next time I use my new favorite, which is not Drugstore, but it is really good, the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation stick. I guess we'll try out the L13 and just tap into this bronzer. Let's see how this goes. I'm just taking this brush and like lightly tapping into here and dusting it around the perimeter of my face, along with like the hollows of my cheekbones right there. I also like to put a little bit on like the sides of my nose, just to kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it makes the center of my face look flat when I don't do that. And then I like to just put like a little bit right there underneath my lower lip. The color is like perfect for me. I love it so much. So moving on to blush, we have these super fun little bite-sized face palettes from e.l.f. We have this one in the shade Watermelon, and then this one in the shade White Peach. I want to use White Peach because like my shirt, but we are going in with some like mauve-y eyeshadow, so I kind of think this one might be better. The Watermelon is still sort of peachy, so it might work. I'm going in with the L14, which is their angled brush, and I guess I'm going to go into the matte side of the happy little duo. This is so cute. This kind of packaging reminds me of like old school e.l.f. Like their $1, $3, and $5 line. Like this like totally brings me back. And these are only $3 if you didn't know. They sell these little blush duos, and then they also sell eyeshadow quads in this same packaging, and they're only $3. So super affordable. I love the e.l.f. eyeshadow formula. Like I'm such a big fan. And this blush is looking really pretty. It's definitely a little bit on the sheer side, but you can build it up. So I don't know, at first I like didn't really see much, but the more that I just tap into this and kind of go over it on my cheeks, the more that color is building up. It's a stunning shade. I really like that a lot. I might tap into the lighter color just like a little bit. I don't know if this is supposed to be a highlighter or like kind of like a blush topper thing, but I'm just gonna kind of go over the apples of my cheeks with that. Cute. I love it. This is so pretty. I am obsessed. I had a feeling those were gonna be good, but I'm glad I wasn't disappointed. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to brows, and then we will do our eyes. For brows, I'm going in with the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. This is a great, very affordable clear brow gel. And then I'm going to use the Rimmel Brow Pro Micro little pen situation. The only thing that I don't like about it is it doesn't have a spoolie, but that's okay because we have one right here. These are products that I already have tried, by the way. I really like that Rimmel eyebrow pen to sort of like fill out the tails of my brow and just like even them out to each other, because that is where my eyebrows tend to give me some trouble, is like the outer half. And this brow gel is really nice. It is very inexpensive and it does a good job at holding my brows in place. I definitely prefer other brow gels over this one, but if you're looking for a nice one from the drugstore, this is awesome. You can find Essence at Ulta. Moving on to the eyes. For eyeshadow, I'm going in with the Profusion Mauves palette. Now this is only $5. Like, it's a $5 eyeshadow palette and it's huge, and I really like Profusion eyeshadows. I love their Mirage palette. That one's like a much bigger palette, but I saw this one and I was like, wow, that's so cute. I definitely want to try that out. They also have a cool toned one that's like smoky shadows. There's a Rubies palette, which is like red and orangey kind of tones, but this one definitely seemed like the most me palette that I saw there. I didn't grab an eyeshadow primer, so I'm gonna go grab one and I will be right back. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I have this one in the shade Cream. I actually haven't tried this color before. This is more like a yellowy undertone. I have tried their Rose shade, which I do enjoy it. I think it's a nice primer, but I gotta say the MAC paint pots are just so much better. Like, this is one thing that I say, like, I would definitely splurge on. This is an amazing product. This is in the shade Painterly. Rose is sort of like a color dupe for this one, and they're really nice, but the MAC ones are just so much more creamy and easy to apply the shadow to, and these ones are just a little bit drier and tackier, and it just makes blending a little bit harder sometimes. But I'm going in with my Morphe M173, and I just like to do a little like swirl in here and then brush that directly onto the eye. I actually really like this color. Like, I feel like it looks really pretty. It's definitely more of a yellow base than what I normally go for. I think this one is supposed to be a dupe for Soft Ochre, which I actually have that paint pot as well. Haven't ever used it because I used Painterly first and I just fell in love, and I have been using it for like over a year now, and I finally hit pan on the one that I've been using, but I still have a ton of product. It's amazing. It lasts forever, and I think it's like $18, I want to say. I think it's like around the $20 mark, which I know is a lot more than the e.l.f. one, but like, it's just worth it, trust me. All right, for eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with the LBE one from Lunar Beauty. And I'm gonna first go into the shade Kindly, which is this really pretty matte brown color. This palette obviously does not have a mirror, so I will be using a separate one. By the way, so far I really am enjoying the Laura Lee brushes. I know I've only used like a couple of them, but they seem really nice. They're very soft. I'm gonna take this and start building this up in the crease. I'm just going little by little and dang, that blended out really, really well. Now that we have that shade laid down in the crease, I think I'm gonna go in with Lovely, which is this like more pinky purpley mauve shade, which is also a matte, and I think I'm just gonna go in with that same brush. And I'm gonna start by tapping this in the outer corner. It might not be deep enough for what I'm going for, so I might have to go over it with another shadow, but I'm just kind of packing this in the outer corner, and I will sort of bring that through the crease a little bit just to make things more cohesive. Now that I'm looking at my under eye up close, it's looking rough. Very dry, like very, very dry right in this area. I gotta say, I kind of feel like it was the powder. I don't know. I hope it was the powder. I hope it wasn't the concealer, because I was so excited about that concealer. I'll definitely have to try that out with like my regular powder, which is the Huda Beauty one, and just see how that performs, because I'm very familiar with the performance of that powder. Some people say this is a dupe for the Huda Beauty powder, but that is absolutely not true. I think it's just the packaging that looks very similar, so I think people assume, but definitely not a dupe, at least not in my opinion. But I do want to try that concealer with a different powder, because it was like so beautiful, and it looks good on the rest of my face, just like not underneath my eyes, not at all. This palette actually reminds me of the new nude palette from Huda Beauty. It has a lot of very similar tones going on, so just something to keep in mind. I don't think it's like supposed to be a dupe for it, but it definitely reminds me of it. So now I'll go in with the shade Lovesick, which is this shade here. Another matte. This one actually might have some shimmer in it. It's hard to say, but it's definitely a matte based formula. And I'm going to tap this in the outer corner, just trying to deepen that up a little bit more before I go in with some shimmer. All right, so far so good. I know it might look kind of crazy on camera, but trust me, it will come together. So now we have some really fun shimmers. This one right here is like screaming my name. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it. This is the shade Ooh La La. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Look at that, it's so creamy. That is incredible. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch some of the other shimmers. That one looks like the most intense. This one here is called Opal. Yeah, this one's not nearly as like blinding. I don't even know if you can see that. It's pretty similar to my skin tone. Then we've got Persona and Femme, I think is how you say it. The rest of them are matte, so you got 4 shimmers and 6 mattes in this palette. Here are swatches of the other 2. This one is called Persona, and this one is F-E-M-M-E. Femme? I don't know what that word means or how you say it. But I think I'm gonna go in, actually I don't think, I know I'm gonna go in with Ooh La La, this center shade right here. And let's see if we have a good brush. We'll try this one. This is the Lunar Beauty E5, and it's just like a flat sort of shader brush. And we'll see if this can be applied with a brush or if I'm gonna have to go in with my finger. Moment of truth. Oh boy. That's actually applying really well. I'm definitely gonna have to go back in a couple times, but oh, I'm getting some fallout. No joke, we thought the people above us moved out because we didn't hear them for like 3 days. But they're back. They're back today, so. And you know, back and louder than ever, so that's great. Don't you just love that? I'm dealing with tons and tons and tons of fallout at the moment, so I'm just gonna kind of do a little one of these and one of these and see. Oh yeah, we're good to go. Oh, that color is so pretty. I love the way the eye look is looking. I feel like I've been doing a lot of eye looks that kind of are similar to this, but when I saw this palette, I knew that I needed it. So I think I'm gonna stop there and move on to highlighter. So I have 2 options for highlighter. We have this Hard Candy duo. This is the Just Glow highlighting duo in the shade Blushing on You. We've got a pink and sort of like a beigey champagne kind of color. And then our other option is the NYX Diamonds and Ice Please palette. And this has 4 different shades in it. I guess I'll do some swatches. So I'll swatch the NYX palette first. Are you kidding me? Hello? This is insane. They're very soft shadows. They're pressed in like the shape of like a top of a diamond. That is so pretty. Oh boy, I don't really have anywhere to swatch, so I guess we're gonna go on the hand. We've got, oh my goodness. These are insane. That is so beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch this one and see what's up. Immediately, these ones feel like a thicker kind of powder, if that makes any sense. So let's swatch those on top. Wow, they're all so pretty, but I think this is like the prettiest color out of all of them. That's from the NYX palette. I guess we're gonna go with the NYX palette. So I'm actually gonna use this highlighter on my eye. I guess we will, ooh, this looks like a good brush for it. This is the Lunar Beauty E6. This is like a little pencil brush. I'm gonna go into this top right shade here and swirl my brush in there, and then I'm gonna pop this in the inner corner and then also the brow bone. That is so beautiful. Now I'm going in with the L15 from the Laura Lee set. This is their highlighting brush, I'm assuming. I actually don't have like a list in front of me, do I? No. So I'm just kind of assuming names here. And I'm gonna go in with that same shade on this brush and then pop this on the cheekbone. Oh my gosh. That is seriously the glow. This is so pretty. I wish they sold that in a single, this shade right here, because I love that. If they sell this in a single, like, please let me know. I'm gonna try to remember to look it up, but this is amazing. I'm filming an updated everyday makeup drawer soon, and I'm definitely going to be including a lot of these products in that video. Whew, I'm looking glazed. Okay, for mascara, I actually don't have any mascara to try out, so I'm going in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is like, oh, my favorite one from the drugstore right now. It is so freaking good. Here's the look with mascara. So pretty. The perfect sort of like everyday makeup look. Love the way everything is turning out. I think the last step that we have is lips, other than setting spray, which this isn't a new setting spray. Well, it is new, but I have used it once before, or actually not once, it's been a couple times, but it's been like a few weeks since I've played with it. This is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Longwear Setting Spray. By the way, all of the products that I used in today's video, aside from these two, were purchased at Walmart or could be purchased at Walmart. I don't know if the Rimmel one can be purchased at Walmart, but I'm pretty sure the brow gel is at Ulta or the Essence website. So I should have set my face before putting mascara on, but it's fine. We have 3 options for lips. We have, well, I actually think I know which one I'm going to use. This is the Lifter Gloss from Maybelline, and it's in the shade 003 Moon. This is supposed to be a dupe for a Fenty gloss. I'm going to go grab my Fenty glosses just to make sure which one. I'm pretty sure it's the shade Fussy, but we will find out. But I also did pick up these 2 other glosses, one from CoverGirl and one from NYX, but I'll just save those for another video. I've got my 2 Fenty glosses here. This is the original shade, and then this shade is called Fussy. And then here we have the shade Moon. This is definitely supposed to be a dupe for Fussy, so I'm gonna swatch them next to each other and just see how they look on the back of my hand. And then I will try like one on the one side of my lips and one on the other side maybe. Oh my god. Can you tell me which one is which? Oh my gosh. They look exactly the same. Like, I don't see a difference. That is crazy. Okay, well, I'm gonna like wipe off the foundation that's on my mouth and then we'll play with them. On this side of my mouth, I'm gonna put the Fenty gloss on. So, just like over here. I love these Fenty glosses. They smell so good. And the formula is honestly amazing. I also love the Lifter gloss, so I'm excited to like see how it feels like out on my lips at the same time. They definitely smell different. These smell more like cupcakey, sorta. Like, the Fenty ones smell better. The Fenty ones smell more like fruit punch. Okay, there we have it. Can you see a difference? They literally even feel the same. Like on my lips, it feels like I just have one lip product across my lips. Wow, that is crazy. Crazy. Thank you, TikTok, for introducing this dupe. Both of the formulas are great. Like, not gonna lie, both are great. And I actually have like 3 other shades of this, but I never thought to like compare it to the Fenty glosses for some reason until I saw that TikTok, and now everything makes sense. All right, you guys, here is the finished look. I absolutely love the way that it turned out. I am so happy that so many of these products worked out for me. I'm just gonna kind of give you a quick run through on my final thoughts. The primer, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I just think it's kind of meh. It's not my preferred preferred formula, so I wouldn't say I necessarily recommend this. I'm not gonna like, you know, get rid of it. I definitely want to play with it some more, but nothing life-changing there. Obviously, I already knew that I loved the foundation. Now, the concealer, my under eye area does look very dry. I don't know if it was the concealer or if it was the powder, but I do want to play around with both of those products a little bit more and kind of try to narrow it down to figure out which one it is. Maybe it's just the combination of the 2 of them. I'm not sure, but I really liked the way the concealer was looking until now, until I set it with powder and it got really like cakey and dry looking. The bronzer, you guys, this bronzer is so pretty. I love it. I love the color. I love the formula. It's just like a nice matte bronzer that is very easy to blend on the skin, and I think it's really nice. I definitely would recommend that. The little blush duos are super cute. I don't know how many shades they have. I feel like both of these are pretty light. Like, I have to really pack them up even on my skin tone to get some good color payoff, but they are buildable, which is a good sign, and they are only $3, so I honestly love these. But I definitely want to take a look at their color range just because I'm curious, because I feel like if I was like a little bit deeper, I don't know that I could wear these that well. I don't know if they would really show up, so I'll definitely have to look into that. The highlighter, are you kidding me? You guys need this palette. Like, this is so good. This shade in particular is amazing. I don't know if they sell these individually or not. I really hope they do, because if they do, I would buy this, like, just to have this shade. I don't really need the rest of it, but like this one, I love it. Like, look how pretty my highlighter is. I'm so obsessed. The brow products, I already knew I was fans of those. The eyeshadow palette, I expected to love it, and I do. You guys need to check out Profusion eyeshadows. They're so affordable, like $5 for this whole entire palette, and it's so pretty. The mattes are great, the shimmers are great, especially this one shade right here, and I just really like it. The mascara, once again, already knew I loved it. I am shook by this dupe, you guys. Like, oh, I am like, wow. This is an awesome dupe. Definitely check out the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Moon, and it is an exact dupe for Fenty Fussy. This is a really nice setting spray. It does a good job at making your makeup last all day, and it also gives your skin a little bit of hydration, just like a little bit. And then I think the only other product that I used today was the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, which I did use this shade for the first time today, and I actually really like it. This makes me excited to try Soft Ochre. Like I said, not my favorite formula. I definitely do prefer the MAC one, but this is like a decent alternative, but definitely not nearly as good. But it definitely works. Like, it's still a good product, but like I'm just spoiled with the MAC. And then of course the brushes. I liked both sets of brushes. They actually feel kind of similar to each other, like the feeling and the sound that they make when you rub them against each other. I know that's kind of weird. Very similar. Even like the bristles are quite similar in feeling. I like both of them. I don't have anything bad to say about either. I definitely prefer the aesthetic of the Laura Lee one, just because it's like fits my personal preferences more than these, but I think they're both really cute. So if you guys have been considering purchasing either of these sets, I definitely think they are really, really nice. Also, I'm so excited to try this brush out and see how it compares to the Y6 from Morphe. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow in Vlogmas day 10. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!